I am Mitchell Wesen. I was born and raised in Bow, Washington. I'm going to school down at Cal Poly studying agribusiness, and I'm the 2021 All West Select Sire Summer Intern. I actually heard about this internship through the Dairy Club down at Cal Poly. They send out a list of internships each year, and I've been breeding cows down there for a little while, so it interested me a little bit. I started out in the Burlington, Washington area where I'm from, so I was in Skagit County, Whatcom County, and Snohomish County. The first few weeks I was in the warehouse here in Burlington and riding around with some of the technicians, as well as some of the sales staff. My fourth week I headed over to Eastern Washington and spent some time in Sunnyside. I was doing a little bit of everything from breeding with relief technicians and technicians, as well as sales and some SRS work, which is Select Reproductive Solutions. After my time in Sunnyside, I made my way down to Oregon and was with Alan down in Oregon in the Tillamook and Salem area. And he does a lot of the accelerated products that All West Select Sires now sells. So I learned about some of the calf hutches and feed additives that are sold a lot in that area. After Oregon, getting into the second half of the internship, I went down to California for a few weeks and stayed in Tulare-Hanford area as well as Turlock. And I met all the people in the Turlock office and the warehouse there and how they do things, as well as learning about some of the OGPs that All West does, which is an optimal genetic pathway, and that was a pretty interesting portion. After California, I came back up here to Washington, spent some more time with the technician crew. I think I've actually been on all the technician routes up in this western region of Washington now, so that's a pretty interesting experience. And I've just recently got back from a beef breeding project over in eastern Oregon, Idaho area on the Snake River, and learned about how the BSRs operate and use their barns that they have to breed these cattle that are typically out on the rangeland. I was born and raised on a dairy farm out here in Bow, Washington, so learning all the different traits that salesmen look at when selecting bulls and seeing the different viewpoints that people have on what makes a good bull was definitely one of my favorite parts of the internship. Working with the All West family was a very nice experience this summer. They definitely fit the family role. Everyone that I worked with was very nice and willing to help me and answer any questions that I had. And it was a pleasure being able to pick these people's brains and learn more about the industry. I would recommend this internship to anyone who has an interest in working with livestock and genetics. There were so many different experiences that I was able to go through and learn this summer, and there's so much to be seen throughout All West territory and learn from everyone that works here. I was able to visit smaller dairies up in the Linden area to 5,000-6,000 cow dairies, and probably much larger than that. So just being able to see how different programs work and how breeding strategies are used throughout the west coast of the United States was a very good experience. I'd like to thank Randy and Rory, who allowed me to stay with them while I was over in Sunnyside and down in the Turlock area. And I would also like to thank Mackenzie and Carl, who did most of the behind the scenes and planning for all the different places I went to this summer. And then just a general thank you to all the people that allowed me to ride along with them, and all the members and producers who allowed me to go visit their farm. So thank you.